morning, everybody. It's CrazyJuan here on Xbox Live, and I'm going to do my first full recording session with my new Elgato HD that I picked up to do some Xbox Live game captures. Also, I should say Xbox One, also OG Xbox, Genesis, and SNES. So I'm looking forward to all that. But right now, I want to work a little bit more on my playthrough of the Forza 6 NASCAR Expansion. I'm going to do a little bit of a career mode. I'm going to do my typical swing past the message center when I come in to my Forza login. Looks like we got a Drivatar and a design award, so that's cool. I usually also swing past my design stable and see if I have any more of my new design, which is the Golf livery for the fusion-bodied NASCAR. I am going to need to take a moment because I forgot to bust out the wireless Elite controller. I'm going to do that right now. I love the wireless for this, I should say wireless Elite, because the paddle gives me an opportunity to use the clutch and the brake at the same time, which is really tough to do with the standard Forza controller setup. So the last time I was able to do a Twitch stream from the Twitch app, I finished up the NASCAR Icons tour. So now it's time to do Passport to the World.
In the Passport to the World expedition, NASCAR leaves home and moves from continent to continent, racing on the most iconic circuits around the world. NASCAR isn't just about ovals. These cars are ferocious race machines that can conquer anything thrown at them. Each race will be at a new location and deliver a new experience, competing with V8-powered touring cars and GT spec cars, and sharing the road with open-wheel racers. Prepare to put your car to the test on an international level.
Alrighty, so Passport Series 1.
The first series of the Passport to the World expedition takes you from one extreme to another. From snow-capped mountains to the heat of Abu Dhabi, and everywhere in between.
Monza.
Your next race will be at the Autodromo Nazionale Monza, designed to be a palace of speed.
Sorry about that mic adjustment. Still getting used to this as opposed to using the Xbox headset. I might have to do something with the game. I think it's picking up a ton of other stuff. Don't really want the game being picked up.
You know, when you show up at the racetrack, everybody's there to win. You know, we all want to go and we all want to try to compete for wins. That's our main goal every week. If it wasn't everybody's goal, we might as well not show up, the way I see it.
That was the voice of Chase Elliott, the son of my favorite driver growing up, Bill Elliott. Look it up, the guy was incredible. He used to call him $1 Million Bill because he was the first winner of the Winston Million bonus spec when it was the Winston Cup. Of course, cigarettes fell out of favor, and so it became the Sprint Cup, which is why it's that now. The game wanted me to bump the difficulty to the unbeatables, and I'm just not feeling that. I think power is a good mod to have here for this course, so we'll work on an affinity boost to get that NASCAR rank up. And I'm pretty happy with the standard tune. It's been working okay for me so far. Looks like it's all adjustable, but they've got it where I would put it. I mean, I like some camber up front, and someday if someone wants, I can go through, you know, kind of what these mean and make some suggestions. I'm no Forza tuner though, I'm no expert on that. I just know how I like a car to feel. And this does a pretty good job of that. The default build, that is. As always, running no assists, which means that simulation damage is on and the rewinds are off, so I get the credit bonus for the perfectionist dare. Some fans may notice the Twin Peaks Sheriff's Department logo on the bumper on the side of the car there. That's handmade by me. I don't usually blow my own horn, but I really like that, how it turned out. Huge fan of the show, can't wait for the new one. Bring me the David Lynch weirdness. Alright, so this time we're not going to wait. Not the dip wheel on the outside. If you do that, you're just done. Just forget about it. It's over. A little bit off the course there, but they had kind of stacked up in the corner. And I'd rather do that than hit them. Too hot, too hot, too hot. For a poor exit. That is braking too late. Running no assists, you have to be pretty judicious with the brake too, as much as you do the throttle, because even though these have big fat grippy tires, a little bit too much brake and you lock up the wheels and then you're just done. There's no braking force and no steering. Not afraid to push on entry. Pushing is understeer. Understeer is where you turn the wheel and you just kind of keep going the way you're going because the front wheels don't bite. Hey, I don't know. Right to the right, right to the right. Thank you. That is overtaking under braking right there. Which is really some of the best time to pass. I mean, sure, if you can get a nice open, you know, straight line shot when you've got power on somebody, that's great, but I don't really have that because even with the, I have a little bit of that because I have the mod for power, but I haven't tuned this car, so I'm not, you know, running parts that they're not. Got a long way to go to get first. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it this time. Really kind of got mired. Still there. There we go. I'm braking more than they are there. Not by a small amount either. Cooked it just a little bit. Which is what I call driving too far in the corner or missing your braking spot. That was better than last lap. I cooked that one bad last lap. One of the little adages I picked up in hobby racing is it's better to brake a foot too soon or a couple feet too soon than a couple inches too late. Because really, once you pass that braking point, you're pretty much shafted. I mean, in the terms of trying to get a clean, good run. Outside on this guy. A stick up to 5th. Somebody got way out wide there if you saw him out on the left. I don't know, got a long way to go to get first in 2 laps. Okay, no braking going in the corner this time, so that's better. That's learning. Just lifted. Now driving with no assists, I kind of did something boneheaded right there, but I was kind of counting on the assisted traction by being in gear too high. It's not really paying off because this is only at 4-speed. The difference between the gears is larger. I think I got this guy going into the braking before. Now, whoa. I don't feel too bad with that. That didn't really affect much. Well, how's your father? Plus, I don't feel like running those 4 laps again. Try outside again. It didn't work too great last time, but alright. Dude tried to squeeze me out a little bit. Almost dipped a wheel outside. That would have been tragic. That Toyota had a bad exit. Somebody got into me. Under braking. Take it. Looks like we're going to Catyluna next.
Nice work. You've completed the race and unlocked the next event in this series. Press A to continue, and we'll learn about racing against an entire world of competition.
Well, not too bad. I think I'm giving up. Yep, I'm giving up PI points to all these times. Still faster than Beetle though. I like the Kid Beetle. He's a pretty alright guy. We got 4 more races to do.
Your next race will be at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, opened in 1991 for the Spanish Grand Prix.
I'll tell you what, at this Circuit de Catalunya, there was a badass MotoGP finish the last couple days. I can't remember what day it was, but MotoGP racing, you know, cafe racers on bikes, and the ones where they're leaning over, putting their knees on the ground. 2 dudes dueling it out here in the last 2 laps of this joint, like lead changing like 4 times, and it was pretty intense. Oh, you know what? That's wrong. It wasn't here. It was at Mugello, which is the track that used to be in Forza, but didn't make the cut for 6. I don't think it made the cut for 5 either, but it was in 4, and I did like it a lot. I kind of miss it. Oh man, I'm gonna need my glasses. Softening up the rear just a little bit, try to get a little more grip out of a corner. Also shorten up the gearing. Alright, I lied. One more. Third place car is just like, whatever. I'll just go straight. Definitely like the short gearing. That one. Now it's just me and that McLaren. I don't know about other Forza players, but if I'm leading and it's a race I've been racing at for a while and not been successful, I always kind of feel like I'm choking up on it late, like driving a little timid or prone to make a mistake, choke out, whatever. I think anyone who plays Forza the same I do, you know, as opposed to just like, you know, not caring, racing, bashing, whatever, would feel the same way. Like I had made some ground at that McLaren, but I'm losing it here just because I'm keep them going. Which is funny because my one shot at trophying at a national level in a real car, my Mustang, I was like, this is not trying to brag, but I was kind of like Iceman. It was pretty sweet. I'll tell that story sometime. But the short version is, I was in a head-to-head race and I was down after the first run, a little more than half a second, going into the second of 2 runs, and I made up the difference and won by 0.09, so it's really exciting. But there we go, finally got through that race in a fairly good order even. So now I feel comfortable moving on, having earned it. I'm going to bet 75. 25. Alrighty. I think I'll save that replay. And with that, I think I'm going to call it a night. Thanks for anyone who tunes into this. I'm going to be sending this over to Mike of Next Level Gaming, and he's going to put it up on his playlist that we're putting together for this expansion on the YouTube channel for Next Level Gaming. So thanks again for anyone who does check in. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter if you have any questions or you want to put together a race or something. It's CrazyJuan on Twitter and on Xbox Live. Feel free to follow me there. If you're not a weirdo, I will follow you back. Thanks then, and have a great night, everybody.